Hello, and welcome to the Venue Coach Blueprint for Owners. I'm Kyle Labar. This podcast is all about helping you fill your wedding venue with more bookings, earn more from each one, and keep your customers happy for a long time. We'll also talk about some tough times and big lessons that I've learned along the way. Let's dive in together and make your venue the best spot for weddings. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Venue Coach with Kyle Labar. Today I wanted to share some insights or thoughts on your website and your web presence, as well as some tips that I have learned for social media marketing. So the first one, the website, is really, it just needs to look good. You know what I mean. I've been on some websites of fellow venue owners that look like they were made in the early 2000s when the internet was just invented, or rather mainstreamed. And it's really surprising to me that they are getting people to book and come out when that looks like that. But that's just me being biased. I mean, they probably offer a lot of great things to compensate for the not very appealing website. So there's that. It doesn't flow, or it doesn't present the value in such a way. Or really, your main goal should be, how do I show as much value as I can while still getting them to engage with me. And that's a pun, and that was intended, but still getting them to engage with me, and so that way I can have a conversation. So our focus is at our venue, focus that I have with any of my clients, is we want to get the conversation. So you're having a fine line between giving the information and not giving too much. If you give too much, then they feel as though they have all of the answers, when the truth might be you're willing to talk terms and negotiate and work with them and give them a good experience that they want. And they may not gather that from just information on your website. So you give a little bit, to enough to get them to engage with you, and then you're able to have that conversation or get them out to a tour, that sort of thing. And so that's what we focus on with our website, is how do we get them to schedule a tour with us, to have a conversation, to pick up the phone, but really we prefer the tour. So then the same thing goes on Facebook or on social media. So we do Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. And when we're doing posts on there, we focus on our clients, we focus on the value that we bring, we focus on the aesthetics of the venue, and that we just try to do the things that are resonating. And then in terms of the ad itself, what we focus on there is we're trying to drive traffic to the website, and we have to make sure that the value that we're presenting on the ad is also matching what is presented on the website. And so we have found, I think a few episodes back, I talked about an ad campaign that we're running that we spent $120 something and got 400 plus people coming to our website. That could be really great for some of you. Some of you might say, well, is that it? Is that all that you did? But remember, that's 400 people who are coming to the site that otherwise may not have been. And then it's your duty and it's your focus to capture them. And so the things that we try to do, the first thing that people see is the image or the video that you are putting up on your ad. So here's a little tidbit for the ads. So the first thing that they see is the image, then they look at the headline, then they look at the body. And so they've already made up their mind essentially by seeing the image and the headline. And then you just have to give a consistent experience once they decide to engage with you. And so does your landing page match with what the ad shows? Are the images the same? Is the messaging the same? And then we want to reduce friction. Friction is the things that will get them to just stop doing the thing that you want them to do. So in our case, either scheduling a tour, downloading a brochure, or just filling out a contact form. Are you making it very difficult for them to fill that out? and to give you their information. If you are, then they're not going to engage as much, and so you might see a higher bounce rate. And so we want to make the images and make sure the ad looks good, make sure it shares the value that we are presenting, and then make sure that the landing page is remaining consistent with that proposition. And lastly, that you are not causing them friction when they go to give you their contact information. So you want to make this as easy as possible for them to say, I want more information. And if you do that, then you'll be able to convert more of those leads into actual tours, which are still just leads, but they're more qualified. And then you're able to convert more into bookings. I hope this was a useful information for you, useful episode for you. And it was a little bit more tactical, but I think that there's a lot of people out there who just are stuck and don't know quite what to do. If you ever need help, just reach out, ask me. I'm happy to help. I can give you some pointers, or if you need something more in depth, just let me know. But I hope this episode was useful. If you found it insightful, if you learned anything from it, or if you hated it, just let me know. I'm happy to respond, and I just want to serve this community and make it better for everybody. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.